presentation is going to try to draw some lines that we can consider guidance from our co-op's adopted policies against which we can weigh our co-op's present and future purchasing and merchandising options. In the course of some random in-store interviews, I've satisfied myself that almost no one knows why our food co-op carries the particular products that we carry or why some products are placed where they are in the store. Several people I talked to postulated that the process was probably driven by distributors as much as, say, by the notes that we place in the co-op's suggestion box. I also learned that many shoppers don't really read the contents of the containers or the information that we've posted on the shelf edges. It definitely appears that people, especially people over 50, are looking for and buying familiar brands when they're carrying the bright red on sale tags, and otherwise they get what they came for and what catches their fancy. And I'm sure that the co-op's managers know a great deal more about this business than I do, so I don't intend to tell people how to run a store. That's really not my business. But I want to spend a couple more minutes addressing some problems that really seem quite solvable to me. So I want to start with a short recitation of the values and policies that the co-op has officially adopted and see where that leads. This is from the document Products We Choose to Carry, 1984, which begins with the following statement. The co-op's purpose of providing a broad range of pure, whole, staple foods and other essential items at a reasonable price is the base on which these guidelines rest. And from the document that follows, I've extracted the 5 points that I believe should still be tied to our merchandising policies in a clear and visible way. The focus on providing whole foods with minimal processing, giving preference to products grown or produced by small-scale enterprises and to those grown or produced locally and in the Puget Sound region, providing educational information to our customers as it relates to the products we sell, and in certain instances as it relates to products we may refuse to sell. To minimize the negative environmental effects and where there's a choice to take the least detrimental option, to complement our array of products with items chosen because of their unavailability elsewhere in eastern Jefferson County. And I want to suggest that dusting off and implementing these policies might in fact connect us to our most fundamental operations of a retail store, the choice of what's on our shelves, where it's located, and how it's priced. I believe these points are as important now as they were in 1984, even though many aspects of our community and our store and our lives have changed in the interim. Every inch of shelf space that's devoted to a product has a calculable cost, and every choice that we stock carries a share of that cost based on the percentage of the shelf space committed to that product it consumes. So each added choice adds a calculable cost, and that's a cost that's shared by all the similar items that we carry. And I believe that we're misunderstanding our mission and that we risk messing up on our math when we attempt to carry a wide range of products merely to provide a range of brand preference options or to provide a rotating reduced price option if we do it at the expense of creating a choice between congestion in the aisles or on the shelves or expansion of the facility. So these guidelines from 1984 provide direction to the co-op to make some of these choices for us, thereby reducing the number of brands on our shelves. And it gives direction for making these choices based on the obvious, on local content, on the company's management practices, and on avoiding the adverse environmental impacts of the products offered, impacts occurring both upstream and downstream from our store. And we can do this by making sure the products that we carry actually reflect the best options available, rather than foisting these hard choices off on the consumer by offering a wide range of brand options that almost certainly vary in their impacts, in their content, and in their politics. Only one guideline advises us to increase the range of choices in the store, and then only to address uncommon availability. So I'm suggesting that the co-op has been directed to make product selection choices for us that best meet our policy objectives of supporting local businesses and small producers while minimizing the environmental consequences. And that's a core value-adding service we provide, and that we can reduce the cost borne by all the products in the store by minimizing the number of essentially interchangeable brand choices. And we can meet the educational component of our mission by educating the shoppers about the qualifying criteria on which these choices were based, and how the next best product simply failed to meet our standards for the following reasons. That would be a transparent and understandable process, and I believe that it would free up considerable shelf space and reduce congestion in the aisles, allowing our co-op to do a better job of fulfilling all of its policies within the footprint of its existing facility.